A little bit of the history of Stuhr Museum. It's a wonderful, magical place. It really, conceptually, it started out as a county museum, and it has morphed into so much more. Now we showcase art, living history is our forte, and we really tell the story of community building along the Platte River Valley. The Stuhr Museum was designed by Edward Durrell Stone, who also designed the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C., the Museum of Modern Art in New York City, as well as about half a dozen embassies around the world. Edward Durrell Stone had a vision that he really wanted to build a palatial-type structure in the middle of nowhere. That was one of his dreams. Our founding fathers of the museum and this community actually helped him realize that dream when they had a vision for a museum that would be palatial, known as the Gem of the Prairie.
My favorite part of working at Stuhr Museum is the ability that I have to tell stories, to tell people's histories. When I see Tim Yanke's artwork, his artwork allows me to tell those stories more effectively. His imagination and his ability to captivate visitors with his interpretation of the mythic West, that in itself makes my job a lot easier because I can draw from some of these pieces in our collection and put those together in such a way that makes for an exhibit that is interesting and unique and exciting for all of our visitors so they can all feel a sense of that connection to this part of the country and to see those stories really play out before their eyes.
When I first saw Tim's works, I was immediately hit with the idea of the popular West, the mythic West, the West that we all kind of hold in our collective imagination. Those aesthetics, those ideas really jumped out at me. Tim Yanke is really a student of the American West, of Western artists. You can tell that with the authenticity that he brings to his pieces, the historic and the mythic. I recognized a few historic photographs right away that he kind of expounded upon to create his vision of the American West.
Rarely do you find art and architecture that really can kind of co-align unless it's planned out. This is what I would like to call a very happy circumstance. We brought Tim's work here and it meshes well. It seems like it was conceived to be in this place. The color and the white gallery space, it just explodes. I think that at times it was a little bit overwhelming almost for people who walked through it. We've never shown a show that is this colorful. It's also very powerful. This part of the country, as many parts of the country, but for us not so far removed, is very close to the Native American experience, and I think people truly appreciated that, as well as the ability to meet Tim Yanke.
It's such an honor and a privilege to be here at the Stuhr, America's heartland, here in Nebraska. For the first time, I feel like my art is at home here. It's such a beautiful, astute museum as the Stuhr.